about this viral trend of giving your little one butter before bed and it helping them sleep better. First of all, tell me, is there a weird, crazy baby sleep hack or quick fix that you have tried? Tell me in the comments, did it work? Did it last? So it seems that giving your little one a teaspoon of butter before bed is helping them sleep better. I have a couple things to say about that. The first thing is that I assume we're talking about butter, like from a cow, dairy, full fat, normal butter, not margarine, not some kind of seed or plant oil spread, but butter. And I know you like to hear that in my New Zealand accent, so I'll say it one more time, butter. So I've got a few opinions about why this may be working and why you should not do it. So yes, we all want a quick sleep fix. Like, sleep is overwhelming, it's painful when your little one isn't sleeping. And how many times has there been this miracle fix and we try it and it works maybe for a little bit of time, but it is never, ever unsustainable. Because when you're dealing with your little one's sleep, it is changing all the time. And also, it's actually not as simple as one specific tiny thing. There are often so many pieces to the sleep puzzle, and it's important that you're getting all of them right to encourage your little one to settle easier and sleep better. So butter. The thing about butter is that it is what you would in layman's terms refer to as a good fat. So there is an element of it's making your little one feel full. There is also in butter, along with some other foods such as dairy products, yogurt, milk, turkey, chicken, bananas. They contain something called tryptophan, which helps our body produce melatonin. And so there is probably a little bit of an argument there that having a food containing tryptophan before bed is helping with our body's natural production of melatonin, which, as you know, is the sleep hormone. However, I think there are better ways to do this than a teaspoon of butter before bed. If your little one is old enough to be eating food or solid food, giving them tryptophan containing foods a couple of hours before bedtime is actually the way to go. The other thing about a teaspoon of butter, or actually any of these kind of quick sleep hacks, is that I believe largely it's placebo effect. We want it to work because it allegedly worked for this person and that person and that person and their dog and their auntie and their goldfish. And so we are convinced that it's going to work. And so I think that almost unconsciously, we let a lot of stuff slide. We quite dramatically change our expectations when we're doing something that we've convinced ourselves is going to work. So you might allow your little one to grizzle a bit longer than they normally would. And in doing so, they're actually able to put themselves to sleep, whereas before they weren't. Maybe they're actually incidentally staying awake for a little bit longer before bed, and that's why they're sleeping better. So it's not necessarily the butter, but it's that they needed 15 minutes more awake time before they went to bed. And when you're a baby, 15 minutes is a really significant amount of time. Sometimes it's enough to make or break their sleep. Maybe giving the butter is part of a consistent bedtime routine, and that was all you needed to do in the first place. Not the butter per se, but have a pretty consistent routine that is steps in the same process every time. Perhaps they were actually hungry, and the butter is obviously quite calorie dense, and so it's masking, in a way, the fact that they might have needed some more food or another milk feed before bed. The thing with butter is I do not think it's solving anything. It's not a sustainable fix because there are so many changes and developments that happen with your little one's sleep in the first 8 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years. And a teaspoon of butter is not solving all of these sleep challenges that you have and that are to come. I know what it's like to want a quick fix. When my eldest was a newborn baby, I was totally clueless. I had no idea about her sleep. I had no idea how to help her get to sleep, how to encourage good sleep. And I, probably like you, was desperate for anything that would instantly fix her sleep. One day, I went out and spent about $500 that we absolutely could not afford buying a baby sleep hammock and a big stand because I was convinced that If she just went to sleep in the hammock, maybe she needed the bouncing or the movement, that she would sleep. And what do you know? It was not an instant fix. It was a ton of wasted money. But we get so desperate. So let me tell you this. If you are desperate to fix your little one's sleep, I can give you a bunch of fixes. Some will be pretty instant. Some will require a couple days of work. But they are relatively quick but sustainable fixes, because the thing is, you have to understand sleep. You have to understand awake windows and nap timings and nap lengths and calorie intake and how it all interacts, and sleep environment and settling ability. And we totally understand that because we've been doing it for just about 10 years now. And over 800,000 families who've used our methods have realized that you can improve your little one's sleep, and it's not difficult. So if you're interested in something better than butter, visit us at littleones.co or download our baby sleep app from whatever app store you use. And there are quick tips in there, but there are also more sustainable methods, because sometimes it's as simple as tweaking your little one's awake windows, or trimming back their nap length, or making their room pitch black and using some white noise, or just knowing what the sleep expectations are for your little one's age. So tell us in the comments, have you used a weird, quick, unusual sleep hack or fix? Did it work? Was it sustainable? And as always, if you have any questions about your little one's sleep, pop it in the comments, send us a message. We respond to every comment and every message. We are here to help you.